The Samsung Galaxy Note 20 looks incredible, and we'll be taking a look right after this. If you're new here and want to stay up to date with the latest tech, please hit subscribe followed by the bell. So with the launch of the Galaxy S11 or S20 just next week, people are now turning their heads towards the latest Note and wondering what it will be. When it comes to the naming, it's going to be called either the Galaxy Note 11 or the Galaxy Note 20, but we're going to have a much better idea after the Samsung Unpacked event next week. Personally, I think they're going to be calling it the Galaxy Note 20 rather than the Galaxy Note 11. Now of course, the Note is always a slightly more updated and more refined version of its S-range companion, and in the past it was always much larger. This has been changing in recent times with the S-range getting larger, so it will be interesting to see what sizes we get. Last year we had the Note in two sizes, which was 6.3 inch and 6.8 inch displays. We then had a light model come later with a 6.7 inch display. Given that the S range has massively increased in size, with a 6.9 inch display now coming, I'm going to estimate that we could see a Galaxy Note 20 with at least a 7 inch display. Now of course, smartphone sizes are generally getting larger, so phablet sizes are going to rise too. Given the success of last year's Notes, I'm also going to predict that we'll be getting a Galaxy Note 20 along with a Galaxy Note 20 Plus. We haven't had any solid leaks or information when it comes to displays, but I'm going to predict a 6.5 inch display on the Galaxy Note 20 and a 7 inch display on the Galaxy Note 20 Plus. I'm expecting both models to be 1440 by 3200 resolution, and that will be a 120Hz dynamic AMOLED display. We're no doubt going to see an in-display fingerprint scanner along with Gorilla Glass 6 for protection. Now when it comes to the selfie camera, the Note line actually led the innovation for Samsung last year. It's going to be interesting to see whether they stick with the punch hole camera top center, or if the Galaxy Note 20 comes with a new design altogether. Many are curious whether in-display cameras are going to be available for consumers and when Samsung have this technology ready. My guess would be introducing it on the Note line, but unfortunately the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 is probably a little bit too early for this tech, and it's likely going to be something we see in 2021. When it comes to the rear of the Samsung Galaxy Note 11 or the Galaxy Note 20 as it may be called, I've got no doubts that we're going to see a rectangular camera housing. Samsung have stuck with this across their mid-range and their flagships this year, so the Note 20 should be no different. Samsung have also been getting a lot more adventurous with their cameras, so I'm going to predict that we'll get a 108 megapixel ISOCELL sensor with pixel binning technology. We'll get a periscope lens with some incredible zoom capabilities, we'll get an ultra wide angle for those wide shots, and we'll also get a 3D time of flight depth sensor. We'll also no doubt see better camera sensors on the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Plus compared to the standard Note 20. In the hardware department, we know the Galaxy Note 20 is going to be powered by the Snapdragon 865 in North America and the Exynos 990 globally. We'll see up to 512 gigs of internal storage with up to 16 gigabytes of RAM, and it will of course be expandable with a micro SD card. Given the larger size, the Galaxy Note 20 Plus is expected to have a battery capacity of 5,200 mAh, while the Galaxy Note 20 is going to be around 4,300. Of course, both Galaxy Note 20s are going to be running Android 10 in the form of One UI 2, and it will be IP68 water resistant. The Galaxy Note 20 is expected to come with stereo speakers and no 3.5mm headphone jack, and most importantly for Note fans, it will be coming with the much loved S Pen using Bluetooth 5. We haven't had any leaks on the upcoming S Pen, but it's no doubt going to be more refined with new hardware and software features. The Galaxy Note 20 is set to be an incredible device, and judging by recent years, we can expect the Galaxy Note 20 to launch at the start of August 2020 and release towards the end of the month. When it comes to pricing, it will however be Samsung's most expensive device yet, and prices are expected to start about $1,100 for the standard Note 20 and $1,300 for the Galaxy Note 20 Plus. Given the success of this year's Lite models though, it's likely that we'll also see a Galaxy Note 20 Lite released further down the line. It's a great time to be a Samsung fan with so many phones being released by the company. We've got a huge selection in the A range, the premium S and the Note line, on top of the Galaxy Fold and the Galaxy Z Flip phone. Now I have to say the Z Flip phone is the only one that doesn't really excite me, but that's just because I see it as a little bit unnecessary. It's sort of trying to solve a problem that isn't really there in the first place and being overcomplicated for very little reason. Of course that's just my opinion though, and I'm sure it will be a successful phone being priced much lower than the Fold. Of course that's all the information and estimates we have today, but as soon as any solid information comes to light I'll be sharing with you guys straight away, but I just wanted to give you my estimations along with these stunning renders that concept artists have already brought together. As always though, I'd like to know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Who out there is waiting for the Samsung Galaxy Note 20? What are you waiting for? What do you think the specs will be? And what do you guys think the prices will be? But thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, smash a thumbs up. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down twice, and I'll see you guys in the next one.